So don't you wish sometimes that's the whole thing would just go away and you just wouldn't have to deal with it anymore?
No, because, well, it keeps popping back into my life, but it's not popping back in a negative way. And I keep replaying it from the beginning, and I keep reliving the fact that I wasn't supposed to be there, and all the things that have come from it, for me personally, and for everybody else, for the airport, for Robert's mom and everybody else. I can't help but think that there's something else at work, because I wouldn't be here right now doing what I'm doing without it, and yeah.
And what are you doing next?
Well, I've been accepted into a journalism program out east, and I was accepted through that through an award I received, a Citizen Journalism Award I received last fall here in Toronto, which is why I came back from Colombia to receive that. And, you know, even putting me back at that airport, I wouldn't have been there if things didn't happen to me in Asia, and if my father didn't fall ill with cancer and put me on that flight, and if I didn't fall asleep at the airport in San Francisco. All these things happened for a reason, and that put me there that night. And so, yeah, it doesn't pop into my life in a negative way. So everything that keeps happening is happening in a positive way. So.
And how do you feel now that the report has come out and that it's kind of over in one way, but not maybe totally?
I don't think it's totally over. I haven't seen the report, so I can't really talk about it too much. But it's probably the same feeling I'm going to have when the commissioner's report came out, which was we can point at all the things that people did wrong or everybody did wrong, but it's not gonna change anything. But the only thing we can do is I don't know, change policies and change procedures so that this sort of thing doesn't happen again. So that's another way to take positive out of it. I mean, the airports are making upgrades, or have made upgrades. I think they made $1.5 million in upgrades to the airport. There's been new job positions put in place at the airport for for immigrants new to Canada that don't speak English. There's 24-hour translation lines. There's, well, not to mention all the stuff that's happened to tasers and the procedures that the RCMP have to use when they use tasers. So I don't know how this inquiry is going to change anything more, or if it's going to remain to be seen. But the biggest thing I want to see is accountability. People take responsibility for their actions, and so, including myself, I have to take personal accountability of my actions that night. And I've come to terms with it, and I've digested it, and I've, you know,
changed because of it.
Changed because of it, and and I'm doing my part to keep changing. And like you're telling me about the chauffeur, the limo driver, I mean, he obviously has stuff to live with as well. And there's just so many people that, any of us did something a little bit different, we wouldn't all be here talking about this right now. Robert was, everybody, well, you know, so.